Today we're going to be talking about a crucial topic: why some agents succeed at life insurance and or final expense sales, and others tend to, well, kind of flounder around. Basically, making like a minimum wage, the bare minimum, or completely fail out altogether. And my perspective as an 11-year insurance agency owner, well, coming from that side, it is amazing how some people just kind of get it immediately. Meanwhile, others seem to really struggle grasping like basic sales concepts and techniques. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're a new viewer. We're putting out new insurance sales content and final expense sales training videos just like this all the time. And if you'd like a copy of our telesales objections and rebuttals cheat sheet, along with our it's a basic general telesales presentation, stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to show you how to get both of these for yourself. So guys, as I mentioned, being an agency owner for all these years, I've trained right around 1,000 insurance agents, believe it or not. I've trained some of my competition too. I'm not going to go there. Anyways, the bottom line is, I've got a background in sales. I've been doing this a long time. Even before I went to be an independent agent selling final expense, I was a captive Hartford life insurance agent. And then I did that for years. And then before that, I spent like 10 years selling like home improvements. Basically, I sold everything from kitchen, bathroom remodeling to roofs, everything like screen enclosures. I mean, you name it, stamped concrete driveways, pool deck coverings, all kinds of stuff like that. So I've already had that background of sales, the background of being a high intent producer, a closer. So with that being said, understand, my background, that's what my perspective is based on. And so successful agents, basically they work on themselves. They've often got a sales background, but not always. To me, the key is that they're able to basically adjust to understanding they only eat if they sell. I mean, that's what sales is about. And in most cases, they at least quickly grasp the concepts of a one-call close sales position. And guys, this is really important because most people don't. Most people will never be able to grasp that. Successful agents tend to understand how people communicate and are often really good at persuading and influencing folks. Guys, the best agents that I've ever worked with all had these things in common, and they work hard, both on themselves and at their job. They're really good at verbal communication, so they just sound smooth and comfortable when speaking with the clients. And most importantly, when a client gives a producer an objection, they know exactly how to deal with those common objections. And it's not like, they just say some specific words or follow some specific objection script. They actually take the objection as an opportunity to build value in the product that they're selling, and they end up helping the client to feel better about why they're having the conversation, why they're speaking in the first place, which to me, in turn, really makes it easy for the client to simply, in our business, find an amount of insurance that they can afford and commit to making that monthly payment for the rest of their lives. Now, failed agents, they tend to struggle for various reasons. They'll often give up way too quick or just don't have a successful work ethic. However, the ones that do put in the time and effort, work really, really hard, only to end up, how do I say this, struggling, failing, they're often people who allow the fake news to get to them, to get inside their brain, to beat them. I recently worked with a young guy who was really smart. He sounded really good when we spoke, and I thought, this guy, he's going to be good. But he would get real nervous on the phone and basically sound disorganized and frazzled like 6 weeks into it, and he was still awkward and uncomfortable. It was like when I interviewed him, he sounded great, comfortable, smooth, relaxed, professional. I mean, guys, we were talking like this is going to be our guy. He was going to be great. But when it came down to it and it was time for him to actually speak with the clients, he just didn't sound comfortable. And to me, this is one of those situations where he just needed a lot more time than he could afford because, again, he was investing his own money. He wanted to be independent. That's what he wanted. So he was basically running through thousands of dollars because he didn't want to be a captive agent, because he heard how most captive agencies are terrible, which is true. They are. Most of them are horrible. And he didn't know, how to find a good one, probably. So to me, if you're going to start off as an independent agent, like right from the start, you better be confident and have a strong work ethic. I mean, look, think about it. As an independent agent, no one is holding you accountable. You've got to do that for yourself. And I think most people that try to be independent agents, try to do this on their own, really aren't capable of everything that comes with that. And I think they really don't see the big picture on all that responsibility that they have to hold to themselves. Honestly, the best thing I ever did was work as a captive Hartford insurance agent. We're talking years ago. I was recruited to sell life insurance by them. I didn't go to them, they came to me. And the hands-on support and the daily training sessions was a total game changer for me. Honestly, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it weren't for the training and the work ethic that was like forced upon me, because I really didn't want to do it, but they like forced it on you. Again, this is like 16, 17 years ago. This is where I always have to come back to that. We recently put together a free appointments and exclusive leads platform where we work with the agents the same way that I was trained back in the day. So we've got the independent agency side, and then we've got the free leads, the subsidized. And with the independent agents, they can come on board if they want 10 to 20 appointments every single day right from the start. No problem. They're going to get full commissions, 110% first year commissions on the main level products. But now the fact is we've got this subsidized side where, of course the comp is lower, but the benefits are huge. And I think that's what a good captive scenario should be like. So what we do with the subsidized side, we're putting each new agent through an intensive week-long training schedule where they're learning how to effectively make a remote life insurance sales presentation with the trainer. And then the agents get to listen on that trainer, while he's making his sales calls. And then when it's, of course, the agent's turn to start calling the leads, the trainer will actually listen in and help that agent to make immediate changes. So they're basically, doing something similar to what I got, when I was a Hartford agent. They're being forced to grow and forced to get better quickly, and they're being held accountable for every single thing that they do and don't do. What my colleagues, Brandon and Ernie and I did was we duplicated the training that I got back as a Hartford agent. Our agents don't have to pay for anything. No CRM fee, no monthly cost, no lead cost. They just got to make the dial, smile, and sell. Do the work. Here's how I see it. If you're a professional, like a talented closer, a true professional salesperson, and you've got, at least $5,000, maybe even like $10,000 to invest into your insurance business, then you could start out like on our independent side. That's kind of the way I look at it. You got plenty of money, not to worry. You'll go through the learning curve. Even with other agencies, you've got plenty to get started with as an independent agent right from the start. But if you've got any doubt, or you maybe don't have the money to invest into your business, there are a few pretty good agencies that will teach you all aspects of the business, and you won't have to pay for leads or anything. And to me, that's where most agents should start. Again, it worked for me. It worked for our trainer, for Ernie. He was captive for like 5 years, and honestly, he's like the strongest closer I've ever met in my life. Do your due diligence. Do your research. Find an agency that matches with you and where you're at in your life insurance and or final expense sales agent process, and just go all in. Full time. Don't give up. Don't quit. Remember, each failure is a lesson. Learn, learn, learn. For more information on working with us on our remote final expense sales platform, whether it's the subsidized leads platform where you don't pay for anything, or if you want to go independent and get the big contracts, we can help you with that. Just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like a copy of the telesales objections and rebuttals cheat sheet that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, along with that general telesales presentation script, just shoot me an email at that same address. As always, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, get out there or get that headset on and make sure that you do something good for someone else today. Happy hunting.